Mr. Andy, it's Officer Ling again.
7 wanted men were killed by the police in a shootout.
Detective Ling, I've been watching the news all day, and none of those 7 bodies is identified as our friend Wayne Smith.
Yeah, really. Stop this time in a message, you know that?
We are born bad man, but we hypocrites can't feel bad man.
Yo, one of these here dancehall, Lincoln Terrage Records. One of the talk I turn in dancehall, Lincoln Terrage Records. Your entourage, the meat you know eat from morning, your ruggedness.
Bless up, and welcome back to Entourage Records. If you're new via here, please consider subscribing and turn on your post notification bell so whenever I make a new upload, you can be the first to be notified. My people, thank you very much for finding me, for rolling in, because I see a whole heap of familiar names the past few days, the past 5-6 days, a whole heap. And I know say who was here before, and I press like on the video them, I send out a notification them so that Ono can find me easy. I can show up on some suggested videos and things, and I'm thanking who was here from before, and I thank who just forward and find me for continue to do what I normally used to do from before. So with other people them can find me, because I still look out for some people. I still look out for two of the elders them, who we always talk to and them always give them great opinion on the channel. Coming up in this video, me talk about the politics we're in a dancehall. Saying a dancehall is politically motivated. It's like them have them own or separate parties in a dancehall. Saying, like when I do a coaching course in about 2004, 2005, and when them does and say, listen, you see in a team, you have different clique. In a dancehall, I same thing. Different clique or different party. Whereas what them say, I saw it go or saw it fit go. Saying? Because them want rule at all time. But the infighting in a dancehall is from all the different cliques. They do some things behind the scene to take down them one another, which also includes vloggers and anybody that say anything about them which they might not like. So it involves producers, it involves anybody them can bench or anybody them can take down, no matter what. You hear them talk about unity in a dancehall, unity where? Or you gonna have unity? You ever see unity in a ghetto? So you don't have unity in a dancehall. Now people from the ghetto will spring up and them move up together and thing. Saying them motives, their objectives change. No, it not change. Them still have the same mentality and thing we fight against each other. So that you get into right now. So you at Entourage I say, never try to be amused or frightened whenever the negativity is in abundance in dancehall. Because I know something new, I did a long time, it's just that most times, depending on your status, you understand, you are able to keep it hushed for a while. So what me I say is this. You see, if you're big in a dancehall and you do some madness and some arms house, you can get away with it and it won't come out. It won't forward out. Like enough time some people can deny some things because them keep it hush. So look, one man or 2 man might say something about it and thing, but it's not widespread where you can say, say, I true this or whatever. Because depends on who you are, that's how it will forward out. Dancehall is very political, and just like the politicians them, we are very popular. People give them one free pass, enough time for them foolishness, them bad behavior, or corruption. So you hear me I say now, I see same thing in our politics, I see same thing in dancehall. So if you think I'm just blowing some smoke, or I love chat, just take a look on Kern Spencer from the People's National Party and George Wright from the Jamaica Labour Party status and see how they were treated after their individual parties and them public failures. Remember, Kern were involved in a light bulb scam, the light bulb scandal or whatever, and George Wright was involved in the beating of his wife slash fiance. And look how them get treated. Look how Kern get accepted. Judge right basically put one side. Because what? One person's status bigger than the next one. So let me remind for Uno member, as so dancehall treats its own as well. See? A music were originated in the inner city or slums, and there's a lot of evidence to prove this. And it gained popularity in the 80s to a booming, rich, billion-dollar industry during the 90s. And this was a very great opportunity for many inner city youths where they could feed their families and not depend on the politicians for spoils or handouts. This was in the middle of a political warfare in Jamaica, where, if you can remember, say, a PNP and JLP did a fight for turf. But we also did have some outside forces in the form of the CIA agents when it fought in Jamaica. Them fought in Jamaica and then up at the embassy and them a chill out and them a work as usual. But you and me at the time no really know say a CIA agents them. But them fought in Jamaica. So if anything, if the wrong party or the party them don't want to win, them would have basically started a civil war. And you know see how the CIA now do them things over the years, them bringing them and shipping and things. Because at the time, they were talking about social whatever. The PNP that talk about some social like them that go communist way. And we were too close, or we are too close to the shores of the United States, where them never really want that to happen anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? The GUNS and the ammunition them, whole heap of them, they brought a Jamaica to the politician them and with the help of them people there from America. So, me continue to open our eyes. And enough people might not know and realize this. Say enough of the same people them who do them fighting here, them time they physically and I draw all them weapons and do all these things. Enough of them parents did from the inner city slums who were in dancehall or offsprings of them who forward in a dancehall. So the infighting we see play out in front of we every day, on IG or wherever, on a stage show with them dancehall artists that were rich, or some of the dancehall artists them have enough money to do whatever. This is nothing new from what they've been doing and used to for most, if not all, their lives. Remember, if you migrate overseas for how many years, and think, it not going to change who you be. So, all these people did have them crab in a barrel mentality that was used to all these infighting and lot morals that made money over the years. Them not change their mentality. You don't think they just get up and change so? No. It's just their pocket have become deeper. But the same way that they have been, it's the same way they are right now. And it just forward out some way. And you wonder then how him can behave himself and how him can stop that. They don't know any better. So, let me go back to the feed of the family part for a minute and show you something where some of you might know already, but it might just not register. So, the opportunity for enough for the dancehall. So we start to have producers now, where them start make money too. Some new producers and all them, new artists, and enough new sound systems start build up, and money start flow all around. But the money only a flow for some, because the producers them with the same mentality start take away the youth them money. Them start take away the youth them publishing and even the youth them royalties. Sometimes if you don't make nice, them not give you nothing. But when they start make nice, hear what them do now? They make other producers know say you are troublemaker. So from this the blacklist start happening indirectly from them time there. Some other producers, what them will do now, they will give a one-time fee. In other words, they take it or leave it because them know so the youth them poor, so they will do that. And the money them give you is cheaper than dirt. But this a little money I can buy food, probably for your youth them for a week, or maybe 2 weeks. But when things start get more fruitful now, when the studios them start get pack up on them where the people have traveled from all over Jamaica, the producer them start to have audition. and them have gate man and them thing there, and they might, enough people bringing them demo tape because it's so hard. So enough time you go in and you might record and the producer say, he will get back to you and stuff like that. But as a poor youth, and you wait for it for release, and them send it all over the world, and you don't realize because in a release at Jamaica, and it'll make money. And because you clueless to these things, you want no name, probably from the furthest point in a Jamaica, you will never ever hear that song play, and you will never ever receive $1 from it. And this is where some of that fighting started from. So the players who are involved in these things and doing all these things to their fellow artists and producers, they do not want you to talk about this. All these people were in the box that we talk about. Whenever them do these things, them don't want you to highlight it. They don't want you to talk about it. They don't want you to remind them of their follies, but they always want you to talk about just the good things that they did. Many dancehall artists, when they on top of their game, then sometimes cry about other people that fight them down in a dancehall. But most of them, if not every single one of them have a team. And what them team do? Them make whole of fake pages and go at other people on the internet or in a dancehall who them not like or who them not care for too much. So them try them best to take down whoever in a dancehall who they not care about or who might say something where them or them team not like. So what them do now? They report your page constantly with for them crew and then get as much people to report it in order for your channel or your content to be taken down. And in many instances, over a period of time, they are successful because they continuously do it and do it. So it must take 2 weeks. It can take all 6 months. It can take a year. But them constantly doing it. Where YouTube or whichever page, whichever platform can keep looking at you and looking at you. And they're like, YouTube would think it's community violations and stuff like that. So too much people reporting the same thing. But YouTube not knowing that it's a clique. We see enough pages falter, go down on many different platforms. And enough of the time, we are wonder, why? I want to this, I want to that person. And one of the reasons why is because there's an internal fight that goes on behind the scenes with these typing fingers from most of these dancehall artists and their fan pages who have a pick also for not only social media influencers but also vloggers, who the vloggers or social media influencers might criticize their artists for whatever reasons. So what these people go ahead and do now, they use their fan pages or fake pages and bring up their smear campaigns while being hypocritical and a preach, say, a unity them want in a dancehall. So them found out and say how people are fight them. But the public who is so naive to these people's tactics always foolishly or ignorantly backing them and not realizing how evil these people are. These are the things that nobody wants you to talk about it. If you talk about it, then you don't like them and stuff like that. I'm going to ask on this. If dancehall stems from the inner city slums where there's always infighting for that spoils, and those are the persons mostly having success in dancehall. So when all meet up on the other side or the next side of the world, do you expect them to hold hands and sing Kumbaya? When more likely, them are one are there, then if stay. So they'll try them best to send them go right back there. But what them do nowadays is them target vloggers. So them will do what them can to get some vloggers on them side. Because if a vlogger's opinion is different from theirs, they want that vlogger to go. Yet still, in public, most talk about bad mind when they are just basically expressing how them feel within themselves because of them bad mind. But you see, for me, it's equal rights and justice me I preach. And none of them could not pay me enough to influence people in the wrong way. They'll preach unity, but act like politicians to try and take you down if your opinion different from theirs. So I will say this again. Dancehall is like politics, where politicians do not want you to report certain things about them when the media is involved. Vloggers is like a mini media, whereas some does do their researches before they report certain things. But many dancehall artists are people involved in dancehall because of where they are coming from with all this infighting. They want to continue to do it. So they try their best to target these people. So them do everything to shut them up. But my advice to you all is to continue to use freedom of speech, freedom of expression in an unbiased way. And we have a job to do and a job to report. Do not think one is hating on you, the individual, or individuals, because they report a story or they bring up one story from 1990, 1995, or the year 2000. If it's about you, it is about you. Nobody have time for fight on or cloud chase pan uno. Uno a do funo thing, and the vloggers them a do for them thing as well. The thing is this, uno a make millions, the vloggers them a make couple hundred, sometimes thousand or whatever. But the thing is, because of uno ways, uno behavior and the infighting, uno no want them to make $1 and have them independency where they don't have to depend on none of uno for nothing, just like how them not have to depend on the politician them for nothing, or the politician can say, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that. Well, enough dancehall artists and players in dancehall would like to have vloggers on them foot just the same way. So uno pick out who uno like and who uno like. So uno subjective to uno not gonna like them unless uno can have a gap or a gag on their mouth where uno can control them. But it's not everybody don't have the morals and stay the same way. Viewers and subscribers, uno leave uno opinion in the comment section and then we can talk about it. We've come to the end of another video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, those who haven't done so as yet. And also, please turn on your post notification bell. So whenever I make a new upload, you can be the first to be notified. Peace out, bless up. I'll definitely catch you in the next one.